Hey, thanks for joining me today. Travis from the Knife Joker. Today coming at you with, well, a new model and kind of a new version of a model anyway. That Enrique Pena Steel Addiction knives, Apache. And there it is, in shining M390 hand ground satin. Here's this little knife in hand. Another X-Series knife from Pena Knives, and once again from Steel Addiction Knives this time. And why is that logo there? You can see what it says right on it. Kickstop. Yeah, these having the Kickstop. So you see there, no flipper tab or anything. That nice jimping there on the back of the spine. And go ahead and close the knife down. And well, now we have a flipper tab. Flipper knife, but no flipper tab on the blade, so to speak. Let's check these things out, see what's going on. These are pretty small knives, I guess. Same size as most of the Pena knives X series have been. A lot of the smaller front flippers. Just trying to set that up there. I'll go right here. Look through the camera. See what I'm doing. See, under 6.5 inches for the whole knife, and the blade itself, well, a little over 2 3/4, under 3 inches, a little over a 2.5 inch user edge. But really excited actually about these knives. Once again, that Pena Apache blade made by Riot Knives in China. Once again, these, as most of the Riot knives are, darn near impeccable, if that makes any sense. Darn near impeccable. Got that pointed clip, I do like that, and a little fuller down the clip. I think I showed this on one of the last videos, how spectacular those screws look, actually, and how that hand ground M390 blade from Riot is just so clean and consistent. I think that's a known thing now. Of course, only a few years ago, it's kind of like a new thing, and now it's, well, could be the new standard. Well, to compare to. Let's check out these Kickstops a little bit more. Bring out this marble carbon fiber one. 5 different versions here today. So, what's going on? That flipper tab, but not attached to the blade, just stays there. I'll watch it from the top if we can. And it also becomes the blade stop. So yeah, Dave over at Steel Addiction Knives, he did another collaboration with Toshi Baruka as well on some other knives with that Kickstop. And when he was telling me about it on the phone, I was pretty excited. Wanted to see it in person. It's the first time I'm handling them in person. Well, besides maybe yesterday. But yeah, the first set of knives, I'm handling this in person. And I like the rear flipper. But sometimes maybe it's too big down here. Maybe it gets in the way of holding the knife. Or maybe you like it for a stabbing finger guard. Let's just see this one more time from this angle. Yeah, normally on a flipper knife, that would come down around. Let's see if I bring anything out here. It's in my pocket here. Look at this Riot. There's a flipper tab also from Riot. Flip that down. Of course, this flipper tab's attached to the blade, and as you can see, would go all the way through, and now become a finger guard, maybe for stabbing or something like that. More of a finger guard there. Of course, you can't really hold too close to the blade. I mean, I'm that far back already. I think the closer you hold to the blade, the more control you have normally, especially if you're slicing, not stabbing. So a negative, a positive, the way it is with these flipper tabs, usually it gives you that big finger guard, and either you like it or you don't. But now, with this Kickstop, as you've seen, that flipper tab is not attached to the blade. Stays right there and actually becomes the stop for the blade. And let me, maybe expand out on that a little bit. See on this one, see on this Riot again. Oh, it's got that big post right there. All this nice titanium and so forth. And I think a stainless steel post right there to, well, stop the blade when it comes up. Not so hidden on this one. Also brought up this Leon Mohawk, just to compare to. There's a flipper tab on this one, that Leon Mohawk. A little smaller, but yeah, as you push it down, you know, it looks pretty close to this Kickstop. Well, a little different angle, but of course the Leon Mohawk. Flipper tab comes down. Not much of a finger guard really, but still, I don't know, is it in the way? Oh, it's not in the way at all. But maybe it is. If you want to hold close right here, well, you can't. There's no finger guard choil, which, thank goodness, that'd be a small blade, but check out this. One more time. Oh, look at these. You can hold, technically, right there. I could pretty much hold over the blade because the blade's actually back a little bit from this. So I can hold as close as I want to that blade and not get cut. Gives you more control. Actually makes the smaller knife bigger in hand, kind of, if you get what I'm saying. If that flipper tab had flipped down and was attached to this blade, I wouldn't be able to hold probably any further forward than that spot right there. So let's see. If I stop right here, yeah, actually, it is a little short on the back. The normal size Pena Knives X series, the smaller ones. And it's a little short on my large size hand. Of course, now, I don't know, if the flipper tab's not there, I can just hold right here on the blade, and now, well, it's fully in my hand. It's not coming off the back. So if you ever thought those Pena knives, I don't know, were kind of small, at least you're getting the full grip. You don't have that flipper tab down on the bottom to make it only a 3-finger knife. You can get the full 4-finger grip. So yeah, once again, Kickstoppers. Awesome work, David at Riot Knives. Enrique, of course, the designer of the knife itself. Well, this thing's just brand new out of the box, out of the packaging. Has a little dust on it, little tiny surface oil there from Riot. The fit and finish on these things, man, awesome. I don't even know if I flipped them all yet, but let's see. You hear that? This is a super light knife, by the way. That blade being pretty light, and man, it comes out with authority. It's funny, such a small blade is shooting out like with authority. I'm gonna step back and look at one of these Pena knife front flippers, which they've been doing, you know, not a back flipper. And the funny, well, you can actually back flip these front flippers, which is a nice thing. Usually when somebody sees a front flipper, they want to back flip it anyway, and a lot of them you can't. But you can on these ones. Once again, even on their front flippers, you can hold super close to the blade. I don't know if he's done any small flippers. He has done a lot of flippers. He did a few X-Series larger size flippers. But with these small ones, I don't know if you want that flipper tab down there. It makes the knife super small. And he hasn't been. He's been doing these front flippers where you can grab right up there. This being the dogleg jack and that natural micarta. You see, same as these. That natural micarta, the wetness of my hand, the dampness of anything goes right in there. So, oh nice. Actually, this is the black. So 3 different versions. We have the, calling this the natural micarta. And it might be hair different than, let's see if it looks different than this. I think I called this one brown micarta on the dogleg jack. So that's a brown, natural. Oh, that's the green. Sorry. Whoops. Here's the black. I was thinking that did look funny when I said that. There's the black. And there's the brown again. I don't know, sometimes they call it brown, sometimes they call it natural, but yeah, natural, green, brown, and there's the black. But on these ones, there's 3 versions. Yeah, we got the black as well. You see more of these over at thenifejoker.com if you'd like, and of course hit the like button, please. Well, it helps the video, what do you call it, populate better. Well, you can hit that subscribe button if you do like what you see as well. If we have any new videos coming, hit the bell. That's what they say. Hit the bell. Just trying to get a weight on one of these. I picked them up and I let 2 of my friends touch one. Yeah, I let them touch one because, well, they're technically not coming out till Friday. What is the date? Friday the 19th, something like this? Oh yeah, really not for sale until Friday the 19th. It's like drop day type thing, but my 2 friends that touched one, they said, man, that's lightweight. So let's see. I've been second even guessing the scale anyway. Everything weighs 3.8 ounces. And well, guess what? It doesn't weigh 3.8 ounces today. 2.4. I don't know, I kept thinking the scale was weighing everything light. There's a Spyderco 2.5 ounces. Let's see, what else could I throw up there? Let's throw this reel on there. See if it's lightweight or not. 5.2 ounces. So, yeah, I don't think the scale's just off or anything. I don't know why I would second guess the scale. Just on the last couple of videos, things seem super lightweight. So there's that FRN Spyderco 2.4 for these ones. Is the carbon fiber any different? Oh, it's a hair lighter. Is the full titanium one weigh more? Well, yes, it does. But it's still not over 3 ounces. I don't know, does it weigh less than the dogleg jack, the last one? Well, just a little bit. But people weren't, I don't know. I just didn't get the comments of, wow, this is super lightweight, when they held the dogleg jack, even though it's only 0.15 ounces heavier. Or 0.1 ounces heavier. Oh, that's a lot of weight in there. But I think to prove my point, man, those are super lightweight. And the scale works. Flipper tab. I like it. You know, you still got the flipper tab sticking out in your pocket, but is it big or is it too big? Or it's just actually pretty perfect to grab right there. It's not too small or anything. And let's see if this comes out with authority. I haven't had one come out halfway slow at all or do one of these things or any of that. Riot knives. And these Kickstops, seem to kick the blade out. I don't know, maybe better than the attached flipper tab. That's gonna be seen maybe in the future if Dave collaborates some more with these Kickstops on some new knives. We'll see how the next set flips out. I didn't handle the Toshi Veruca ones. Just saying, that blade is so lightweight and it's kicking out like it weighs 3 times as much. But I'm not pushing it extra hard or anything. It's just the natural detent of the knife. I was gonna make one more point here before I wrap it up. I'll approach 20 minutes or something by the time we're done. That full titanium one, yeah, it is that full titanium knife. No overlay, so to speak. No bolster area. It does have that fake looking bolster area, but yeah, it's full titanium. And just giving one more point. If you push on the titanium frame lock, you will not open this knife. You can't have pressure there on the frame lock. Get your finger off there. And of course, it'll fly right open. Of course, I think we all know that. If you're watching these videos, you probably know more about knives than me, possibly. But you see that ceramic ball down inside the knife. Really backtracking now. But yeah, that ceramic ball there goes in the hole in the side of the blade and holds that knife closed. So if you push right there, you're gonna slam that in there so hard you can't open it. And it's that way with almost all Riot knives. Most frame locks, any well-built frame lock anyway. Just saying, it's more prevalent on the smaller knife if you're not used to holding the knife with 2 fingers like this and you're trying to grab it. I had a couple people with other knives. These ones haven't been touched by anybody until this morning. Yeah, sometimes with the smaller knife, you grab it, try to flip it over, like, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, just get your finger off there. So I just want to make that point because the full titanium one is the only one with that issue. I'm going to say issue. Feature? Say feature. Characteristic is a better word used there. It's the only one with that characteristic. As these ones, you can hold right here and that, I call it the overlay, the inlay, but also over the titanium frame lock, and just makes it a lot more, you don't have to think about it. You can grab it like this and flip it open. You don't have to grab it with just these 2 fingers. So one benefit of having the inlay overlay on these knives is you don't have to think about flipping them open. They're just gonna flip right open. And out of habit, if you had this one for a week, I guarantee you're not gonna have an issue. Until you hand it to somebody else and they go, dude, your knife won't open. And you're just like, oh, hand it right back to me. Why'd you hand it to him in the first place? I don't know what I'm asking, but. One more size comparison. You got Spyderco Delica. I know how big are these knives. Well, there's a Spyderco Delica right against the black one. I think, yeah, the black one. A little smaller, and last size comparison of the day, well, that Liangma Hawk, still even a little smaller than the Hawk, but once again, that usable hand area, if you line that up, I think the Apache actually has probably more handle to grab on than the Hawk. All right, well, we're right about 20 minutes. Better get out of here, get on with our day, get on with our weekend. Hope you have a great weekend. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe to see more about these Apache Kickstops from Pena Knives and Steel Addiction. Check them out at theknifejoker.com. We'll see you next time.